Okay, this is a really quick video on how to set up the One2One Diet Slimmer app and make sure you've got all your settings correct. So first of all, what you need to do is go to the back office and under App Settings on the left hand side, this screen will appear. What you need to do is you need to do everything in reverse. So start off with locations and add a new location for everywhere that you're planning to work from. So if you're planning to do virtual and across the UK, put that as an option. If you've got centres like we have, put them as an option as well. Next, what you need to do is set up your delivery option. Now for us, we're using Royal Mail and we're going to charge the Slimmer £7.50 per delivery. But you could change that to whatever you wanted to do. So you could give them multiple options. If you don't want to always give next day working postage, you might say, I want to do a cheaper option for £3.99 or £5.99. So all you need to do is add a new option, write in the details, write in the price, and it's as simple as that. Next thing you need to do is sort out your calendar services. So you've got two real main options here. The first option is the built-in calendar that you would have to link that to something like Calendly. And if that's a different tutorial on a different video. But to do that, what you need to do is set up a new service appointment type. And we'll just call this quick weigh-in. We'll set it as 15 minutes. I would generally advise keeping the price free, but you could change that to whatever you wanted to say. And then from your locations, you can say where you want this to be. So I'm going to put this as a virtual appointment. The appointment type padding is if you're using mobile. So save that. And then that appears right at the bottom there. So we've got all of our options for the calendar. The other option is that you can actually link it to your Fresher site. So if you do use Fresher, what you need to do is download the link, which I'll show you how to get to in a second. Copy it and paste it into there. So to do that, open up Fresher, go to your main page, click on Online Profile, click Link Builder, and then create a link to everything. And it will say which locations you want it to create from. So we're just going to create it from home, create the link, and then that link there, just copy it and then go back to your main page and then you can copy it into there. So you've got both options from calendar standpoint. Click on inventory. So under inventory, you've got one of two choices to do. So you can either have sold in quantities of one if you know you're going to see everybody, or if you're going to use the direct to dieter option, as the notes above, you need to select sold in quantities of 7 and the individual price for each of them. Now on the right hand side, you'll notice the active or inactive buttons. If you want to sell them, click active. If you don't, click it again, make sure it goes grey. And that gives you the options of what you're willing to sell, either face-to-face or online. So the next thing that you can do is online ordering. You want to say where people want to be able to select and collect the orders from. So for us, we want to see face-to-face, i.e. collect. We want to be able to deliver direct to their address, and we want to use the direct to dieter options. So we've got all three options. What I would advise in here is you actually put the bank details under the additional information. And I would also put in there is prices may vary depending on location. And that's a good point to make, because if you are charging different prices depending on which service that you are doing, bearing in mind direct dieter is a little bit more, that might be a good option to put it in there as well. So save that, and then go back to the app settings, and that is pretty much all of your settings that you need to do. So what you can then do is at the top, you'll see all of your dieter orders. They'll come through exactly like this. So nice and simple, nice and clear to read. And the other option is you can view your appointments. So if you've selected the Fresher option, you cannot see your appointments because you will need to log into Fresher. However, if you have selected the other option, it will show you a list of all of your appointments that have got booked in. And there is just one last bit that you need to be aware of. So under your web page, there is now a new section that says app profile image. What I would suggest is you change your image for the app specifically. And that is the app completely set up. Hope that was useful. Let me know if you've got any questions.